Today we're going to be making some of the most excellent pancakes you've ever had in your entire life. The recipe is one of a kind. I've tested so many different variations of pancakes and I finally came up with this one, so I highly recommend you try it. First we're going to get our flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and sugar and sift all of that through into a mixing bowl, just like so. Just shake it a little bit and you'll get to the end here and you'll notice that there will be some salt if you're using kosher salt. That did not pass through, that's okay. Just take your fingers and rub it straight through, just like that. And you just want to mix this up a little bit with a whisk, just to make sure everything's evenly dispersed. And there's our dry ingredients. And for our wet ingredients, we're going to take 2 egg whites and we're going to start whipping them as vigorously as possible with a whisk. And here's the second stage, third stage, fourth stage. You want it to be super thick, almost over whipped. See how it's just staying in my whisk like that? And to that we're gonna add our egg yolks. Mix those right in. Alright, next up is our buttermilk. We're going to add half of our buttermilk and very gently mix it into our eggs. And here comes the other half. The reason we do this is just to make sure we keep as much volume as possible in this wet mixture, because that's what's going to make our pancakes so very light and fluffy. Alright, that's looking pretty good. So next we're just going to add our melted butter. Gently mix that in. And next is our flour, or our dry mixture. So it has all of the ingredients in there that we just sifted, and we're just going to add half of that at once. This is cake flour, by the way. Just look in the description box and you'll see the full recipe. You want to make sure all the flour is incorporated very nicely. However, you do not want to overwork this pancake batter, but be sure you work it enough. You don't want just pieces or segments of flour that haven't been worked into the wet mixture. So see how I'm just folding that in? That's the perfect technique to use, just so you don't overwork your batter. And notice there's still plenty of chunks in there. Those are just balls of flour, and that's going to also help our pancakes rise and be nice and beautiful and fluffy. So this is just equal parts butter and oil that I have in a squeeze bottle. Our pan's on about medium heat, and we're just going to drop a ladle full of pancake batter in there. It's sizzling away quite nicely. I love pancakes. I absolutely love pancakes, and these pancakes, they won't ever do you wrong. Give them a flip. And people say, you know, just wait till you see a lot of activity on top. I find that to be true. You can, what I normally do is I go by the way the bottom looks. I like a nice deep golden color on the bottom side of my pancakes before I flip them. So, you know, even if the top looks like it's not quite ready, if the bottom's where I want it, I'll just go ahead and go for it, because once you flip it, it's gonna cook in a matter of seconds regardless. So if you cook these right, then they should have a nice kind of crispy outer ring. And that's one of the things, one of many things that make these pancakes so special. Oh, almost dropped it there. Boom. Got a little pancake batter on top of the pancake. That's fine. Just gonna scrape that off. If anyone complains about that, then we'll just have them make their own pancakes. Bottom is looking nice. I can tell by the way it's springing back that it is done all the way through. And we're just gonna wipe our pan out like so. And we're gonna go again. Notice I am using an ample amount of cooking fat. Like I said, this is melted butter and canola oil. They cook the best in a decent amount of fat. But if you feel like you don't want to use that much, then that is completely fine. I don't mind it. I'm an active person. I don't eat that much, so it's probably healthy for me. Boom. There it is. The finished product. Of course, butter. Pure Vermont maple syrup. And I want to go ahead and apologize for putting my hands in front of the camera. I'm still a rookie at this. So, what are you gonna do? By the time I realized it, those pancakes were long gone. And please notice how these pancakes are absolutely swimming in maple syrup. That's just how I like mine. The butter for me is just on top kind of for aesthetic purposes for this video. I'm just kind of, I think they have enough butter in them already. But I am a syrup guy. These are totally moist, so you do not have to put that much syrup on there. I'm just watching this video, doing the voiceover, and every flavor profile and texture of these pancakes is coming back to me. It's just like, just look at all the aeration in there. It's just like eating little clouds of buttermilk pancakes. I mean, that's pure sex appeal. Pure sex appeal. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.